Guys, Real Nollywood is at it again. Always giving you amazing stuff on the Nollywood scene, right? My name is Adanna and I cannot wait to give you everything that we have on this episode of Real Nollywood. From catching up with everybody at the exclusive premiere of Living in Body to everything in between. Your favorite girl with the magic quiz got you covered. I cannot wait, guys. Let's go have fun.
Are you ready to get your key?
What key, sir?
Key to the good life.
Come on, we go.
Look at this life. Do you want this life? And I can give it to you. Everything.
I'm making it right now. 150 million, I swear to God. One kebab. Lagos got no down. Lagos got one. I'm there over there.
Like I said, and blast off. Let's do that stuff. Moving like I'm cool in the game. Doing the mainframe.
Influence.
My thing.
Power. Everything. It's not free, my boy.
Man, you stood pat, waiting on another cat. Ended up deflated like a
Look at this star boy on side.
Mr. Richard.
Yeah.
Amazing party you have yourself.
This is no game. Clock is ticking. Tick, tock. Tick, tock.
What's up? You looking good?
Thank you very much. And you're also looking good as well.
Thank you very much.
We have to appreciate each other. So, Living in Bondage, what character did you play?
I played Toby Wanray, Living in Bondage, the sequel. Toby is family member with Namdi Okeke, who's the son of Andy Okeke in the first one. You know, so that much I can say until you go see it.
Definitely. But then we caught you speaking, I caught you speaking a little Igbo, like throwing it in a bit. And I was like, I don't understand. Sean Fakwa was speaking Igbo. Tradition in this movie, was that important?
Oh yes, it was important. I mean, the first one was entirely 100% in Igbo. 26 years later, we're doing this sequel. So go see the first one so you update yourself and then you can juice and enjoy this, sequel.
So for you, how fun was it being part of history, making history with the sequel to Living in Bondage, the movie that actually burst the industry, Nollywood?
It's an honor. Being an actor in this generation, you want to do films that actually count, that actually, add some value to your brand, your career as well. And this one, like you rightly said, is what birthed, Nollywood home video at the time as we know it. And then a lot of things have come after that, and this is 26 years after, and I'm a part of it. Hey, Shamfakwa, and a host of other great actors. These guys were also on set with us. And they're so great, even after. They're veterans, and they brought their craft, so you don't want to come and be the weakest link, if you know what I mean. Yeah, so it's interesting to be a part of this, after all this time. So guys, there's been a lot that's put into this. You need to come out and see it. That's the only way, it will pay off at the end of the day.
Growing up, we always wanted more. You felt you're never really where you're meant to be.
Did you have a field time?
Yeah, I did. Because I've actually seen the original one.
It's a lie.
I have.
No, I haven't seen the original one. And last night, a friend of mine was like, you didn't see Living in Body. He was little and then, I came after Living in Bondage.
I did. I came after it too, but it was in my house. So everyone had to watch it. So.
You didn't have it.
But this was an amazing movie. The sequel is amazing. The first one was amazing. This one was very amazing. And Ramsey Noah, the entire cast and crew, they did an amazing job. And I can't wait for people to watch it.
Yeah, I loved Ramsey Noah there. It was like, I don't know, that Lucifer thing. I don't know why, but it was just amazing.
Everyone killed their roles. Everyone acted so believable, and it was so great. The guy who played Nnamdi Okeke did a phenomenal job. Everyone did.
When you came here, though, did you have reservations? Like the first one, okay, but can they kill it?
Yeah, because the first one was very indigenous. It was in Igbo. It was just a very real story, And I'm very wary about Nigerian movies, to be very honest.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So when I got the invitation to be here, I was like, you understand? But while I was almost not interested in coming, but then it was totally worth the while. And I'm very glad that I did. And I encourage everyone to go out there and watch it.
living
Yeah.
in bondage.
Yeah.
You look different. No, you do look
I look
different.
finer here, right? I look finer and grabby.
So when I was watching Living in Bondage, a friend of mine sitting beside me, she was like, this guy is a psychopath already. You know, he has followed these people so much that he's now psychopathic in nature. So tell us a little bit about this journey, Biko.
Yeah, Living in Bondage, when I got that offer to do that role, for me it was a hit. For me it was like, whoa, I don't blow. You understand? I mean, Living in Bondage, if you watch the first one, you would want to see the second one. And I'm not just seeing the second one, I am in the second one. And I'm not just in the second one, I'm playing one badass role, you know, in the second one. So for me, Living in Bondage is breaking free for me. Yes.
But then the character you played, though, how was it like manipulating it? You play a blogger, so you had to do some journalistic and investigative work. Do you think that you killed it, or do you think that the viewers should just come and judge by themselves?
Do you think that I killed it?
I think you nailed it. You nailed it, as in coming from a blogger's point, you did. But then let me come for you.
Nay, not kill now. But that's you, that's me. Yes, man. So I think people should go out to, you know, to watch it so they can tell me what they think about it. Yeah.
The Six.
This cult group, the Brotherhood of the Six, have been involved in countless murders.
What do you have to do with all these killings, Mr. Zion? Why is he after you and your son?
So guys, still at the exclusive premiere of Living in Bondage, Breaking Free, and I have Mr. Kenneth Okonkwo in the building. So popularly, everybody knows you as Andy Okeke. Now I know why. I mean, it was amazing, by the way.
Oh yes, and that's really the reason for this sequel. Everybody knows me as Andy Okeke, but a lot of people, especially people of your age, don't know why.
Yeah.
But but watching this sequel, they now know why. It's a movie that has taken all the young people back to how Nollywood started, and they now know when we tell them that the movie was so beautiful that it started Nollywood. When they now watch this, they can now relate to the fact that truly the movie was very good, because this one is like the beginning of another beginning. This one is fantastic. The first one was beautiful, but this is double portion of it.
Amazing stuff.
And you know, you have watched a whole lot of movies.
Yeah.
It's very difficult for you to sit down now and watch through a complete movie without wanting to go.
Yeah.
But I saw you there, you didn't want to stand up. Am I right?
No, it was really amazing. It was captivating. It was
Yes.
like, I was just so engrossed. It was like, no, it was really a wonderful story. But then, yeah, it was as if everything was kind of rewritten. I mean, not rewritten, but the first one was about Andy and his wife, and then his family and stuff like that. You were the lead, but this one was your son and still your family lineage, though. But it was still amazing. So how fun was it? And I noticed that no matter what, even if you were not Igbo, you are not Igbo normally in real life, you still had to speak Igbo in the movie. So tradition was that important.
Yes, because the first one was shot in Igbo language. It wasn't even shot in English.
Oh, there was no.
It was only subtitled. It was shot in Igbo all through, meaning that everybody in it was Igbo.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? So this one, because it's a sequel, and you know, Living in Bondage has become a Nigerian thing, and it was never an Igbo thing, because it was shot in Igbo, but the whole nation adopted it. That was why they say it started Nollywood.
Yeah.
The very first one that came out was not subtitled. It was when the yearning became too much that they took it back to the studio and subtitled it. So because it has become a Nigerian thing now, we were mindful of that fact. So we needed every artist from all parts of Nigeria to partake in it, without losing the essence that the foundation, because it is a sequel, was done in Igbo. So it was fantastic seeing every artist chipping one Igbo line. You know?
Ramsey.
I
I was very surprised. It was amazing.
Yeah, it's part of this thriller, you know, part of the thing that, you know, people are like, oh, this is nice, and telling us that we can actually come together and live together, be proud of our language as Nigerians. I mean, Monso Yoruba Dada.
you know, and you see the houses, you see this our diversity is what is thrilling me about this country. I can't exchange it for anything else.
In other words, I mean, living in bondage, yes, apart from it being the first movie that actually people feel that it burst the industry, Nollywood, and everything amazing and remarkable about the tradition and the journey, why should I want to come to the cinema to see the sequel?
Because that's the best thing that has happened to Nollywood so far. That's the beginning of Nollywood. And then that is trying to internationalize, modernize, and perfect what started Nollywood. And this particular one, very amazing, very captivating. The story, you could see how deep it is. Well acted, enshrined with beautiful environment. The location, the costume, the acting, everything about it is taking Nollywood to the next level. So that's the beginning of another beginning. So if you sat down and watched it without shaking, you can imagine how every other person should sit down and watch it. It is mind-blowing. So just take out your time and watch this movie. If it does not conform to what I'm telling you, come to me and I will give you back your money.
Where are we going to find you?
Huh?
Where will they find you? Yes.
Where did you find me?
I found you here now.
Good, they will find me. The way you found me.
So they'll find you in the cinema and they'll come to you too.
You've had money now and they're looking and they're looking to find.
You know, you remind me so much of my younger self.
I do?
Growing up, we always wanted more. You felt you're never really where you're meant to be.